The softball season continues today as the Grayson County Lady Cougars take on the Lady Devils of Owensboro from a windy, chilly Grayson County High School. And a good evening here and welcome to Grayson County High School for evening's coverage of Lady Cougar football 105. Sam Gormley here with you on the call as it is very windy. And the wind today here at Grayson County High School is blowing straight out. And you can see it there on camera. The flag is waving right above the head of Owensboro head coach Quincy Moorman. It is blowing straight out. And it's not only just blowing straight out, it is very windy here this evening. And it'll be interesting what kind of factor the wind could play here in this evening's game. As these two teams, Grayson County 2-2, Owensboro, it's the first game of the season. They've had a couple of games pushed back and canceled. Last week I know they had some. I'm assuming that it was due to them playing the state tournament for basketball. But it should be a great matchup here today. Lady Cougars were 2-0 to open up the year. That was the first time that they started that mark since 2011. Owensboro trying to open up the year 1-0 this year. Coming up on our pregame show, we are going to introduce you to both of these teams more in depth, the players that you're going to need to know. We'll give you the starting lineups and more, as this is Lady Cougar Softball right here on K105.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors, helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars are getting ready to take on Owensboro here. Very quickly, the players that you'll need to know for both of these teams. For Sophie Norman. She's hitting .500 with 2 doubles and 4 runs batted in. Elizabeth Haycraft, .364 average and an RBI as well. On the other side for Owensboro, we mentioned this is their first game of the season, so it'll be interesting to see how this will go for them. Sophie Moorman, the senior, she hit .430 a year ago. Keely Harris, the junior, hit .400 to lead the way for them. Ashley Howard hit .390 with a home run and 13 RBIs. This team had success hitting, and playing in a really good district. And they gave the eventual region champion, Davis County, everything they wanted in the district semifinals. 3-1 was the final score of that game. Davis County ended up storming all the way to winning the region championship right here at Grayson County High School. So it was one of those things that, play here, play there. Owensboro very well could have stunned the region champion. This is a good softball team. Be an interesting chance here for Grayson County to take on one of the better young teams here in this region. The starting lineups here for both teams. First for the Lady Devils of Owensboro. Leading off in center field is Addison Hill. The two-hole hitter will be the third baseman, Sophie Moorman. Batting third, second is Ellie Embry. Batting fourth in the circle will be Alyssa Reinberger. Batting fifth at first base, Hessie Johnson. The six-hole hitter will be the shortstop, Emmy Connor. Batting seventh in left field is Ashley Howard. Batting eighth, the catcher is Casey Burden. And ninth in right field is Reese Boswell. And the starting lineup for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. Hannah Franklin will lead off. She'll be the first baseman. Bree Jones will bat second. She'll be at third base. Kinsley Chambers will be behind the dish and bat third. The cleanup hitter will be the DP, Ansley Schartzer. Jenna Higdon will be in left field in place of her. Elizabeth Haycraft will be the five-hole hitter in center field. Peyton Bowman will be at shortstop and bat sixth. The seven-hole hitter will be the second baseman, Jason Alexander. Batting eighth in right field is Layla Lacefield. And batting ninth in the circle will be Carly Harrington. That's the lineups for both of these teams. The play-by-play of Grayson and Owensboro comes up next here on K105.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready. Because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at sohd.info.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor, but I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
About ready to roll here in our third region between the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Lady Devils of Owensboro, as it is a great matchup here between these two teams. It's a little chilly, but thankfully we are kind of so our vantage point here, and I'm not even sure that we might have a camera that shows it, as in fact, if we can cut to our center field camera right now, you can see that we can kind of almost wave back here. That's us. You can wave, Trey. So luckily this that is behind us is the press box. It is isolating us a little bit from the wind. We're getting a little bit around. Sometimes that's not a good thing. Today, very much a good thing. It's time for softball in Litchfield between the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Lady Devils of Owensboro. To lead off is going to be Addison Hill. It'll be Carly Harrington in the circle for the Lady Cougars to open up. And the opening pitch of our game is ripped into right center field. That one's down, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. Hard turn for Addison Hill and a leadoff double for Owensboro. That's how we get underway here this evening. Not the start Grayson County wanted, as the first pitch that Harrington throws was absolutely ripped. It'll be Sophie Moorman now to hit. Moorman, the senior, .430 average with 22 RBIs a year ago. She led the team in that category. She's the third baseman today. And the first pitch to her is inside for ball number one. Harrington has appeared in one game. She got the start on Saturday afternoon, the second game of the doubleheader against Louisville Eastern. She went the distance, gave up 6 earned runs and 8 strikeouts. That was a solid Louisville Eastern team. Ground ball to the first baseman, Franklin. She'll go the short way, step on first, and that is the first out here of this ball game. It'll go 3 unassisted. Hill does advance to third base, and she's 60 feet away from giving Owensboro an early 1-0 advantage. Ellie Embry will step into the box now. 281 average a year ago. 4 home runs. Swing and a miss at the pitch goes high. So one thing she did last year, she led the team with a team-high 25 strikeouts. But those 4 home runs also led the team. In some instances last year it was boom or bust, but a fly ball would, just getting the ball into the air today with how windy it is could be a good thing. She'll swing over top of that one. Harrington ahead in the count here at no balls and 2 strikes. Appreciate you taking the time to tune in as today's first inning is brought to you by our friends at Smith Overhead Door. That's a new partner from Future Designs. If you need a new garage door, make sure to contact Smith Overhead Door. The 0-2 fouled off into the Grayson County dugout. This is our first softball broadcast since the 3rd region tournament last year, where we were the official home. We did 7 games across a couple of days, including that Sunday where it was a wild day. First 2, I think both were run rules. Then, our 3rd game of the day between between Edmondson and Muhlenberg goes, just 12 innings. There's a ball inside. And then the final game of the day, in case 13 innings or 12 or however many it was weren't enough, a perfect game thrown by Brooke Hamilton from Owensboro Catholic. Just an incredible softball tournament that we very much enjoyed being able to broadcast. Harrington misses high, and that'll leave us up here at 2-2. 1 down here in the top of the first inning. Hill stands on third base after she led off the game with a line drive hit into right center field. Pitch comes from Harrington, is caught by the third baseman, Jones. The tag, got her! Double play. Bree Jones makes a nice one down that third base line, and that ends the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning. Owensboro 0, and the Lady Cougs are coming up, as this is Lady Cougar Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcaster Association.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-833-8-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available to get you the help you need.
A nice play made by Bree Jones is how we opened up our game here today. And it was a great play, a line drive right down the third base line. She was able to grab it and tag out the lead runner, Hill, for the 5 unassisted double play. Not one that you usually see very often. But we're about ready to roll here, as it'll be Hannah Franklin to lead off for Grayson County, going up against Alyssa Reinberger, who gets the start in the circle for Owensboro. Reinberger, 8 games, 5 starts a year ago with a 2-4 record. ERA above 6, 9 strikeouts and 7 walks in 25.1 innings, meaning that she's not necessarily a strikeout pitcher. She's in there. She's going to pound the zone, throw strikes, giving Grayson County the opportunity to put the ball into play. In fact, Reinberger is the only player that returns for Owensboro that appeared in a game in the circle a year ago, as everyone else graduated. So that's an important stat to watch. The first pitch is inside for ball 1 to Hannah Franklin, who has been spectacular to open up for the orange and blue. Franklin on the season hitting .500 for this Lady Cougar team. 2 doubles and 4 runs batted in. Run 4 of the ground ball right off the glove of Reinberger, and it's going to go in to center field for a base hit for Hannah Franklin. That's one of those tough plays for Reinberger to have a shot at making. But it turns out to be right back up the middle, and Grayson County in business here to open up here in this first inning. It'll be Bree Jones, the third baseman, 3 for 10 on the season with a pair of runs batted in. She's also scored 4 runs. She's had a good job of knowing the strike zone. She shows bunt, pulls back, it pops away from the catcher, Burden, behind the dish. Now, Burden in the warm-ups when she threw down to second, and I'm not sure if you read anything into it, the ball almost went to the second baseman, where the second baseman, Embry, is standing instead of to actual second base. So it'll be interesting to see if the Lady Cougars test the early arm. Jones pulls back on the bunt again, and the pitch misses low for ball number 2. Penny Reese, the head coach for Grayson County, stands down in that third base coach's box. Coach Reese passed her 700th career win last year with a win against John Hardin. Reinberger delivering the 2-0. Jones shows bunt, lays it down. It's right in front of the dish. Throw down to first, not in time. Jones hustling down all the way, and the Lady Cougars are in business. Jones showing off the wheels to open up. Kinsley Chambers now to hit for Grayson. Slower start to the year, but has been coming on over these last couple. 333 average with a double and 3 runs batted in. She has a chance to add to that total right now. Fouls one into the dugout on her first pitch. Chambers, as an 8th grader last year, got the majority of the starts behind the dish and really made the most of it. Was turned in to be one of the Lady Cougars' better bats and has an extremely bright future as both a catcher and with a bat. Ball misses high to move us to 1 ball and 1 strike. So you can hear the wind has really picked up. It's really been going since I got here. Most of the day today. I got here almost 3 hours ago, and it was really whipping then. Pops straight up in the infield. It'll be an infield fly, caught by the third baseman, Mormon. Runners will stay put. Inslee Schertzer now will get her shot. One down here in this bottom of the first inning. Had issues stranding runners. And when you're playing teams that are tough, like Owensboro, and later on in the year when you get into district play, you got to find a way to knock those in. Fouled off for Schertzer. Ansley on the season, 2 for 9 with an RBI. She's a team-high 4 walks, though. One of the 2 seniors on this team. Ansley also played volleyball for the Lady Cougars. Reinberger looks in and delivers. Misses outside. That's the one thing that I enjoy the most about us being here at softball is we have the best angle other than the catcher and the umpire to decide whether pitches are balls or strikes, and that one was outside. So, I am lined up directly behind the plate to be able to pick up on it. 1-1 comes, is popped off left side, long run for the third baseman, Mormon. She is going to make the grab. Mormon had a long way to go, but was able to run it down in foul territory for the second out of the inning. Elizabeth Haycraft will try to be the one to knock in one of these runs for Grayson. Haycraft, the right fielder, 364 average with an RBI. And lines one right up the middle. That's going to drop. Rounding and coming in is Franklin. The play goes to third for Mormon. She will not throw it in. Grayson County strikes first. They lead 1-0 on the base hit by Elizabeth Haycraft.
Now batting, shortstop, number 14, Peyton Bowman.
Peyton Bowman now comes in. A slow start to the year for her. 1 for 11 with a pair though of RBIs. During that, she grounds one right back up the middle. It bounces off the pitcher Reinberger, and there's going to be no play. Rule that E1. That's tough play, but loads them up now for J.C. Alexander, the second baseman. A hit and a walk on the young year. 3 ducks on the pond. Nowhere to put her. Pitch misses low. Nice stop by the catcher, Burden. I've said it a lot, throughout the years. I don't think that there is a tougher position to play in all of sports than catcher. It is incredibly difficult, based on just you taking a beating back there. You've got to manage the game. And I've never been more thankful to be left-handed than the fact that I didn't really have to be a catcher, because you very, very, very rarely see a left-handed catcher. And I was super thankful for that, because there's no chance that I would have been able to do that. And if anything else, you got to have the knees for it too. Swing and a miss and a pitch high from Reinberger to Alexander. 1 run has already crossed the plate in this inning on the base hit by Haycraft. The 2-1 is right back up the middle. That one's going to go all the way through. 1 run will score. They're going to wave around the second run. Haycraft, she's in there. Grayson County leads 3-0 on the 2-run base hit by J.C. Alexander. Lady Cougars rolling early. Layla Lacefield will have the chance now. As there is a pitching conversation happening, and it is a players-only conversation, which I like. Coaches don't always need to come out. Sometimes, you never know. I mean, you've got some leadership out there. Sophie Mormon, at third base, she's a senior. You never know if she said something, or if anything, you just talk to the junior Reinberger and say, hey, you're good. You're good. You're going to get this one. Layla Lacefield swings and misses at the first pitch there. Lacefield only 5 at-bats this year. She does have a hit, though, for the sophomore. Lacefield in right field today. Heavy wind blowing straight out again. Inside, almost hits her. That's where I almost have to bring up the obligatory from my one-time baseball, softball partner, Briley Napier, who, again, he says he had the state record for hit by pitches. No one has been able to confirm or deny. Swing and miss outside. But he was big on, when those get inside, don't be afraid to turn that shoulder a little bit and wear it on the left side. But it's also easy for us to say that, and it is, below 50 degrees right now. 1-2 coming to Lacefield. Fouled off behind the dish. The 1-2 to Lacefield is a ground ball foul. Got it off the end of the bat. Goes down that first base line. Pretty good crowd, though, on both sides, considering that it is. I have to look down to see what our official temperature is. The watch says 54, but 17-mile-per-hour winds probably makes it feel a lot colder than that. As it goes outside to move us here to 2 balls and 2 strike. This Lady Cougar team very young. When you look at it, 2 seniors, no juniors, and a lot of middle schoolers in the lineup today. Very bright future for Penny Reese in this team. The break even with 2 down is low. The count will go full. Runners will be off. Standing in the on-deck circle for Grayson County is the pitcher, Carly Harrington. Layla Lacefield trying to help out her pitcher and add some more runs here in this first inning. And it's low, and they are juiced for the pitcher, Carly Harrington, for her first at-bat of the season. And as a pitcher, what more do you want than this? I mean, it is just great to, already have 3 runs cross the plate. Yet you stranded a runner really 60 feet away in the last inning, and now you get a chance to help yourself out and add to already a 3-run advantage. Pitch goes high for ball 1. It is bases loaded right now. Bowman stands on first. Alexander on second. Live great ground ball, right field, base hit. One run is going to score. They're going to wave around a second one. Alexander digging from home. She is, I guess, safe. We've never seen a call, but there was no call of out, so Alexander gets in, and it is 5-0 Grayson County. On the base hit by Lacefield, runner advances to second as well. We're going to have a courtesy runner as well out, and we're going to have a timeout, and a conversation will happen, and it looks like it's going to be a one-on-one or one-on-two, as the courtesy runner will be Bella Kate Nelson out to join. So it'll be Franklin, who in her first at bat to lead off this inning. Single on a ground ball up the middle. Runners on second and third. 5-0. Grayson already leads in this game. Ball misses outside. Again, today's first inning is brought to you by our friend Smith Overhead Door. That is a new partnership there from Future Designs Building Materials. You can visit them for more information, sohd.info. I want to thank them for their sponsorship of Lady Cougar softball and Cougar baseball. We were supposed to be Cougar baseball last night, but it's a little chilly. 1-1 coming. With 2 down, 5 have already crossed the plate here for the Lady Cougs. Swing and a miss. That's one Franklin probably would love to have back, and she walks away from the plate looking at Penny Reese, and you could tell she's just saying, give me that pitch again, and I'm going to hit it to the moon. The 1-2. Showing bunt, pulling back, ground ball right back to the pitcher, Reinberger. She'll throw on, and that is the inning. But the Lady Cougars score 5 runs on 5 hits and an error. And we're throwing full. It's 5-0, Lady Cougs on top. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a Future Designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at sohd.info.
Grayson County has the lead against Owensboro as it is 5-0 as we head to the second inning. Lady Cougars get 5 to start off in that first inning. Carly Harrington had a big hit to knock in a couple of those runs, and she's back into the circle to face her counterpart, Alyssa Reinberger, the cleanup hitter and the starting pitcher for the Lady Devils. Reinberger, a .279 average with a pair of homers and 7 RBIs a year ago, and Harrington bounces one into the dirt there for the first pitch from her. Wind has died down ever so slightly, and by ever so slightly, I mean just ever so slightly. It's still, if you got a ball into the air, it'll carry. We've yet to see one truly get up, but in warm-ups and so it's hard. It's like the we're playing in Wrigley Field right now. Ground ball foul down the third base line. Running and chasing after is Jenna Higdon, who's the left fielder. And she'll give it in. This is always where I like it. You know, in Major League Baseball, in that play, they'd have thrown it to a fan. Like we got our camera operator Eli Smith down there. He probably would have gotten a free softball, which I'm sure would have made his day. The 2-1. It slips out of the hand, and luckily Chambers was able to hop out of her stance to grab it. Harrington has fallen behind here at 3 balls and 1 strike. Long look in from Harrington to Chambers. The 8th grader lets it fly. Base hit from Berger. Starts very similar to how the first inning started for the Lady Devils, with a leadoff runner on base. And I believe we're going to have a courtesy runner that'll trot down. And it is going to be Haley Sykes. The 8th grader a year ago, she scored 7 runs for this Owensboro team. Again, a courtesy runner, you get that opportunity for catchers and for pitchers, where you can just have a pinch runner and then they automatically re-enter into the lineup the next half inning or the next time that they would come up to hit. It's one of those things, especially get catcher to get the gear on and so on. You see that in high school sports. I'm a fan of the rule. Hesse Johnson, the first baseman, steps in. Ball slips out of the hands of Harrington there and goes out to that left-handed batter's box. Hesse Johnson, 281 average with a pair of homers and 22 RBIs a year ago. Showing bunt, pulling back, off and running, good throw, and it gets through into center field. Bowman was a little late getting over there to get it. Throw might have been just a hair low, but almost an opportunity to have it, as it is a stolen base, though. 3-0. It was a ball called. And that misses. Ball 4. Harrington misses low and inside, and Owensboro has runners on first and second. Now with nobody out in the top of the second inning. It's going to be Emmy Connor, the shortstop, now to hit. 237 with a home run and 13 RBIs. Second inning of today's game is brought to you by our good friends Midway Pharmacy. They deliver across Grayson County as your pharmacy needs. Go see Trevor Ray, and he'll help you out if you're in need of a pharmacy here. I know I use the one there in Clarkson. Very helpful there if you ever need anything pharmacy related. Midway Pharmacy. I want to thank them. They've been a long-time sponsor of Cougar Athletics. Showing bunt, it is going to be a swinging strike called. Hannah Franklin is just going to chase Sykes back to second base. She pops out and says, hey, yeah, you should go back where you came from. Let's see if Connor will leave the bunt on. And it's ripped foul down that left field line. Put a charge into it. She just straightened it out. That could have been very dangerous for the Lady Cougars. Here comes the 1-2. A little Ephus just misses high. Just misses. Penny Reese disagreed. And I don't blame her. That looked really good from back here. The 2-2 is fouled off, and we'll do it again. That's that little, like, Ephus slow ball that if I was in that left-handed batter's box, I'd swing out of my shoes every single time. And it would fool me every single time. Break even. Inside it misses, and the count goes full. Nobody out here in this top of the second inning. Lady Cougars got 5 in the bottom of the first. And it's a walk. Pitch goes high. The bases are loaded now for Ashley Howard, the left fielder. Howard .390 a year ago with a home run and 13 RBIs. And Kinsley Chambers is going to trot out. There's going to be a players-only conversation here for the infield. I like it. The outfield says, Jenna Higdon and Layla Lacefield, they go into center. They're going to talk to Elizabeth Haycraft, say, hey, how you doing? We're good? Yep. Okay. Now we're going to run back.
Now batting number 11, Ashley.
Infield does shade in. Play will come home on a hit to the infield. This is where you'd love a strikeout. Pitch misses high for ball one. Harrington is just missing right now. And they've been balls. I thought the one in the last at-bat was probably a strike. But other than that, she's just missing on the outside. Half foul, and it hits Coach Quincy Moorman in the side. He says, I'm good. I didn't do anything. Not sure if Quincy Moorman and Ashley Hauer, I'm not sure if he made her run in a couple extra laps and she decided to take a swing and say, let's not do that again. I'm not entirely sure. 1-1. Misses high. Bases loaded. Again missing. Harrington was very efficient when they played on Saturday against Louisville Eastern. Struck out 8 in the 7 innings. Just where you need to take a deep breath and focus on Kinsley Chambers. It's popped straight up in the infield. Franklin will come in. They're going to call an infield fly. That's the first out of the inning. That's 2 infield flies we've had here in this game. Casey Burden, the catcher, now toes into the box. Burden, 2 for 9 a year ago. Not a lot of at-bats. Had a couple of nice plays behind the dish early. That's where you'd love a double play. There's a strike. Right down Broadway. Called strike 1 to Burden. And now you're in the at-bat here if you're Harrington. Called strike 2. We mentioned that Harrington was just missing outside. She brought it in just about, really it's like 2 centimeters further towards the plate, and it's a strike now. You got a 1 or 2 to work with, but I think you want to go right at Burden. Goes right back to the same spot, but misses a little bit outside. You know what? I go that same pitch. Burden doesn't seem like she wants to swing. Go right at her. 1-2. Misses inside for ball 2. It's where you as a pitcher, too, you want to have a lot of trust in your catcher. The break even. Dribbler foul. We'll do it again. Sykes stands at third, Johnson at second, Connor on first. Lady Cougars struck for 5 in the last inning. The break even is a ground ball up the middle. That's going to get all the way through. 1 run will score. They're going to wave around Johnson for a second. The throw is wild. Bounces up the first base line. Harrington is able to back it up. Runner's backside advance to second and third. And it's 5-2 now after the 2-run single from the catcher, Casey Burden. Courtesy runner will be Mercedes Allgood for Owensboro. So Burden gets the single. And we have a new pitching change as well here for Grayson County. We'll take a quick break and let you know who the new pitcher is after this, as this is Lady Cougar Softball on K105.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, The Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day, a movement toward life-saving resources, movement toward advancing research and care, movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Owensboro.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Bree Jones is the new pitcher for Grayson County. Her first appearance of the season. She comes in with runners on second and third. One out here in this top half of the second inning. First pitch is a called strike. Nice pitch from the righty Bree Jones. Of course, a standout on the basketball court this year for Grayson County. She closed the season over last about 15 games. Really, really well. There's a ripped right back up the middle, and it bounces away from the center fielder, Haycraft. That's going to allow a second run to plate. Digging for second, and it gets all the way through again. Hannah Franklin there to back up, but it's now 5-4 on the RBI single and the error.
Now batting number 1, Addison Hill.
Addison Hill back to the top of the order. She saw one pitch in her first at bat, and it was a base hit. She swings the first pitch. This time it's a ground ball to the shortstop, Bowman. She bobbles, recovers, and not in time. Backside advancing to third and getting in there. There's runners on the corners now with only one out. E6 on that play, and now the defense not helping out Grayson in this scenario. Sophie Moorman grounded out to the first baseman in her first plate appearance. Hill stands on first. Boswell is on third. 4 runs have crossed here for Owensboro in this top half of the second inning. Off and running. Defensive indifference. It's a ball. Called there from Bree Jones. It is defensive indifference, allowing for Hill to advance to second. I don't know where that one missed, but hey, let's fly back here. 1-0. Fly ball, right field. It's in foul territory. Long run, caught! Made on Lacefield. Backing and tagging and scoring to make it 5-5 is Boswell. Hill does advance to third, and we are knotted up here at 5. With Ellie Embry coming in. She lined out to the third baseman, Higdon. Or rather, the third baseman, Jones, in her first plate appearance. Higdon is now the player hitting. Ground ball to the shortstop. Bowman goes right through her legs and into left field at 6-5. Alyssa Reinberger got the inning started with a base hit, and she will now step in. Owensboro on top of Grayson County, 6-5 with 2 down in the second. Bree Jones trying to get out of the jam. 3 errors in this inning for Grayson County. Ground ball foul. Hits off the plate. Does close the book for right now on the pitcher, Harrington. Of course, she can re-enter the game. She moved to left field. 1 1/3. 3 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned with a pair of walks. Jones has allowed 2 runs. Both have been unearned, though, right now. Outside. As for the Lady Cougars, now 3 errors in this inning. And those are the ones that make you just rip your hair out if you're a head coach. Now, sometimes an error happens. It does. I mean, even the greatest tried that little slow pitch, it slips, and it took a long way to get there. Jones almost sent that one to the birds. But it happens. I mean, even the greatest, catcher of all time, Johnny Bench, would make an error every once in a while. Gold Glove players make errors. The ball bounces away, throw down to second, and in there ahead of the tag is Embry. Be a pass ball that'll allow the runner there to advance to second, and it was a nice recovery by Chambers and almost ended up throwing out Embry, and that's where probably if you're Quincy Moorman in the future, you're going to say, if you're going to make the decision to go, you got to go right away. 3-1. Misses, outside, and runners on first and second now for Hessie Johnson, who worked a walk in her first plate appearance. We're still in the top half of the second inning of this game. It's been a long one already. Try to also bring you a score update of the Cougar boys baseball game. Sykes will come back in to run down at first base. Ball missing. As in the bottom of the third inning, Cougars are on a top of Hart County 3-2. In the bottom of the third. From Donley Field, we can see it just off to the right. 1-0. Missing again high. Of course, Ellie Bradford, she's playing in the GRVC volleyball tournament, from what I've been told, and that's why the usual pitcher for Grayson County is not here tonight. Good luck to her and the middle school volleyball team. 2-0. Fouled into the glove. If you're Grayson, you just got to get out of this inning. It's a bad one. It's one you want to forget, but you're still winning 6-5. Like you've got, or rather, you're losing down 6-5. It's a one-run game. Fouled off. Jones one pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage. The wind and the fire is low. Nice pick by Chambers. And the count will go full. The runners will be moving. On the pitch here from Bree Jones. Message as well saying the runners will be off and running. Embry at second, Sykes at first. The 3-2. Fouled off the mask of Chambers. And we'll do it again. Very busy evening here on campus is baseball. You mentioned they're playing Hart County. There's also a track meet happening up at the football stadium. 3-2. Popped straight up, right side, long run for Lacefield. She cannot make it. It's in foul ground, though. That was a very long run, and I honestly thought that one was going to go out of play. But it was a very long run. She was not able to get it, and we'll do it one more time. Jones. Fly ball hit back into deep left center field. Looking up, that ball is gone. Home run for Hessie Johnson, and Owens. We mentioned it all day that if you could just get the ball into the air, that wind's going to take it. Johnson had a pair of homers last year, and she now has one to open up this season, and Owensboro leads 9-5. It's been a 9-run inning for the Lady Devils. Emmy Connor, who walked in her first plate appearance earlier on this inning, now comes in. we might be in for some runs here today. The Lady Cougars scored 5 in their first at-bat, and Owensboro's now scored 9 in their second at-bat. First pitch, they swing and a miss. I'm trying to think of what our record is for most runs combined in a game. We did a baseball game that I think was like 10-9, 11-10, something like that. But softball, off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Fly ball right field. Lacefield has it red. She'll come in and drop the ball. It popped out of her glove. Wasn't able to finish making the catch. And an error will plate another batter here for Owensboro. Ashley Howard now to hit. Howard had an infield fly earlier on in this inning. And dribbles one right back to Jones. At first, she'll recover, she'll throw, and that is the inning. But Owensboro scores 9 runs on 4 hits and 4 errors. And we head to the bottom of the second. It's the Lady Devils 9 and the Lady Cougars 5. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Bree Jones will lead off here in this bottom of the second inning. Owensboro leads 9-5. Lady Cougar scored 5 in the first. Owensboro just scored 9 in the second. At this rate, we're going to have a lot of runs here today. I'm not sure what the state record is for combined runs, and I mean I can look it up if we get to that point, but I've had a lot of runs early. Alyssa Reinberger back into the circle. Reinberger in that first inning gave up 5 hits. Only one of the runs was earned, though.
Grayson County in the bottom of the second inning. Your pitcher,
Also walked one batter. Jones had a bunt single that only traveled maybe about 2.5 feet. But hey, count the same. She legged out. Big one down the line. Jones was the runner-up for 3rd Region Girls Basketball Newcomer of the Year, as voted on by the 3rd Region media. And I'll be honest, she should have won. But it's not a Sam Gormley Award, it's a 3rd Region Media Award. Ground ball into left field. It gets through for a base hit for Bree Jones. Hard turnaround first, but the leadoff runner is on for the Lady Cougars here in this inning. Kinsley Chambers, the catcher. She had an infield fly in her first plate appearance.
Now batting for Grayson County, your catcher, number 37, Kinsley Chambers.
Goes with a little usher for the walk-up music. I always like it when the I'm assuming that the players pick their walk-up music. And Chambers foul. I assume that she does. She picks Usher, and I always like it when sometimes players pick songs that are older than them. I think Elizabeth Haycraft had a, I don't even remember which one it was. We'll have to do it as she's in the hole right now. I like it when that happens. Long look in. 0-1 pops straight up in the infield. Caught by Mormon for out number 1 here in this second inning. Ansley Schartzer steps into the box. She popped out in foul territory. Her first plate appearance. Long look in from Reinberger. Off and running is Jones, and then it hits her in the knee, and that's going to be a dead ball. And Bree, I hope she's okay. She's not putting a lot of weight on that leg. I mean, what are the odds of that as Ansley absolutely rips one into right field? She is out on the play. And I think that gets scored a fielder's choice. Bree not putting a lot of weight on that left leg right now, walking slowly and gingerly off. I think that does get scored a fielder's choice. But what awful luck for Bree. Jones is out on the play.
Now batting center fielder number 21, Elizabeth Haycraft.
Elizabeth Haycraft now steps into the box for Grayson with 2 down now in the inning. We'll let you know about Bree as she's being checked on. I'm not sure if trainer Scott is here or not. He's been doing double duty today, moving back and forth. Ground ball into left field. That one's going to go all the way through for a base hit. Elizabeth Haycraft puts the ball into play. Runners on first and second now for Peyton Bowman. Two down here in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch popped off right side, and it is going to drop. Foul territory. Just going to be out to carry a little bit too. I don't know if the wind is reading those foul balls a little weird. So it's 0-1 right now with 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. 9-5 Owensboro on top. You've got Schartzer on second, Haycraft on first. Blooper right side, long run, caught by Boswell down that right field line. And that is the inning. Lady Cougars threatened but can't cross it. Too full. It's 9, Grayson County 5. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars have a 9-5 deficit here as we head to the top half of the third inning. I do want to make sure that I mentioned, too, that last half inning was brought to you by our friends at Midway Pharmacy. They deliver across Grayson County for all of your pharmacy needs. Good news, Bree Jones appears to be okay. She's back into the circle after taking a ball off her knee in one of the I mean, it's hard to even describe what just happened there as she was on first. It was a line drive into the right field. Absolutely ripped by Ansley Schartzer, and ended up hitting. Sometimes it just happens that way. Ball, the center fielder. Hey, Crafton, her first plate appearance. The first pitch she sees from Jones is low for ball one, but good to see Bree back in there without any further issues. Moves outside for ball two. See, Trainer Scott was not here, and he's now driven his golf cart down here. I'm not sure if he was listening to us or not. But luckily he's not needed right now, and hopefully he won't be. That sun has gone down, and with it, the temperature has dropped even more. And foul ball. Are we going to have our first cow pasture shot of the season? No, it is blocked by the tree. Like it usually we'd keep track of how many we'd get. The leaves haven't come back yet, so it's a little bit easier, but a tree branch knocked that one before it went all the way out. Ball goes low. We almost need to designate a camera to cow pasture camera and have like a fancy little graphic that can pop up and count it throughout the game. We'll get our director, Trey Cook, on that. If you know Trey, he'll maybe come through. 3-1, misses. Burton reached through the walk to open up here this third inning. It'll be Reese Boswell. Now to hit. Courtesy runner is going to be Mercedes Allgood. And Reese Boswell comes in. She singled on a line drive right back up the middle in her first plate appearance. First pitch she sees is bunted, fouled behind the plate. Oh, 1 coming. Called strike on that outside corner. Jones back into the count here as it's no balls and 2 strikes to the 9-hole hitter, Reese Boswell. Little Ephus misses outside. Again, that is that pitch there that I would swing out of my shoes from every single time. Here comes the 1-2 to Reese Boswell. Ball bounces off and running down to second. Not a good throw by Chambers, and allows the runner to advance on the play. Count goes even now at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in this third inning of play. Ground ball, slow one, gets past Jones. Backhand not there for Alexander. It's going to go into center field. The runner, Allgood, will score, and it's 10-5 Owensboro. Sometimes you don't have to hit it hard to have good things happen. Allgood scores. Boswell with the RBI, and we flip back over to the top side. It'll be Addison Hill to step in, 1 for 2. She's doubled and reached on an error in this game. Your line right now, Owensboro 10 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. Grayson County 5 runs on 7 hits and 4 errors. Shows bunt, lays it down right back to Jones in the circle. She'll throw on. That's the first out. Hard turnaround second for Boswell. She's going to have to stay, but it'll be a sacrifice bunt. 1-3 on the putout.
At bat number 2,
Sophie Mormon. Grounded out and had a sacrifice fly in the game. She's gone right side both times, gone opposite field. Outside for ball 1 there. Temperature really dropping here as this sun goes down. So one thing about softball season is swing and a miss. I always, talk about our K105 crew. At the beginning of softball season every year, they'll complain about it being cold. And then our last game of the season, they're going to complain about it being hot. That's the one thing that we get. It's unlike any other season, because really in football, it'll get a little bit chilly, but it's almost a different level of cold. Like this one, we're just sitting out here not moving a whole lot. But, I mean, we think of the regional softball tournament. We were all in shorts and everything. It was really nice. 2-1 coming to Sophie Mormon. Little grounder right back to Jones. She'll throw on to first. That's the second out of the inning. Advancing to third is Boswell on the play. Grayson County trying to get out of this inning without any further damage. And to do that, it's going to have to be Ellington Embry to hit. She reached on an error and lined into a double play to the third baseman Jones at the time. Called strike on the outside corner. Embry, the 3-hole hitter. 281 average a year ago. She did have those 4 home runs. So the third inning is brought to you by our friends at Scotty's Contracting. Remember, Scotty's paves the way. Popped up. And that net makes it no balls and 2 strikes. If you've driven on any of these roads locally, you got to thank Scotty's. They probably were the ones that helped pave it. One of our good Cougar Sports sponsors. Here comes the 0-2. Slow grounder up the middle. It's going to get through. That's a base hit. It's 11-5. Embry gets her first hit of the game. Now it'll be Alyssa Reinberger, the pitcher. She's walked and singled.
Now batting for Owensboro, number 17, Alyssa Reinberger.
Ball misses low. 2 down here in this inning. 2 runs have already crossed the plate. Owensboro has had all 11 of their runs in the last 2 innings. It's in the top half of this third. We're reaching the 1 hour point of this game. Usually in softball, 1 hour means we're in like the 6th inning. Called strike. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down here in the third. Grayson trying to get out without any further damage. Ground ball to the second baseman, Alexander. She has it, she throws on, and that is the inning. Owensboro, though, adds 2 more runs. And we head to the bottom of the third inning. It's 11-5, Lady Devils on top. This is Lady Cougar Softball on K105.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. It's 11-5. Owensboro leads Grayson here in a softball matchup. Before we get rolling here, I do want to make sure we give a big birthday shout out to our good friend, and we hope yours, Mr. Dennis C. Cook, celebrating his 33rd birthday, I think, today. I don't know. 45th, I believe. So he's knocking on 50 right now. Happy birthday to Dennis. His son Trey is sitting to our right now. We refer to Dennis as Yukon. So happy birthday, Yukon. I'm sure you're watching. You're usually locked in and watching, so happy birthday to you. We got to celebrate a little bit earlier with you on our morning show. JC Alexander to lead off for Grayson County, and the first pitch she sees from Reinberger is a called strike. Alexander, 1 for 1, single on the ground ball to the center fielder in her first plate appearance. And we also want to make sure we give a shout-out. So on Sunday, it was former K105 crew member Chase Blaine's 21st birthday. That's ripped to the third baseman Mormon. She catches it on the slow bounce and is able to beat out Alexander down the line for the first out of the inning. But give a shout-out to Chase as well, and then our news director, Ken. He had a birthday as well on
right
Saturday.
Fielder, number 16, Layla Lacefield.
Layla Lacefield to hit. She worked a walk in her first plate appearance. Saw a lot of pitches from Reinberger. Swings and misses. Reinberger took something off of that. Reinberger's really settled into this game. First inning through 31 pitches, 8 in the last inning. Biggest difference, too, is in that last inning of her 8 pitches, all 8 were strikes, where in the first inning, she's only at 58% for a strike. She's continuing to pound the zone as there's a swing and a miss. The pitch outside from Lacefield. Harrington stands in the on-deck circle for Grayson County. And swing and a miss. Strikeout for Lacefield. It'll be Carly Harrington. She had a base hit in the right field that plated a pair in her first at-bat of the game.
Left fielder, number 33, Carly Harrington.
And she flies one right field. Boswell has it red. And it only takes 6 pitches for Reinberger to send the Lady Cougars out in order. We head to the 4th. It's 11-5 Owensboro. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-833-8-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available to get you the help you need.
Welcome back to Grayson County High School, 11-5. Owensboro leads. New pitcher for Grayson County is going to be Peyton Bowman. This year, she pitched the game against LaRue County through 5 and a third innings. Struck out 3 in that game. Bree Jones moves back to third base. Jenna Higdon moves to shortstop. Those are the defensive changes right now. The line right now for Bree Jones. She goes 1 2/3, 4 hits, 7 runs, only 2 of which were earned, along with 2 walks. Peyton Bowman comes in to pitch against Hessie Johnson. Johnson has walked and hit a dinger. No doubter over the left center field wall. First one coming from Bowman is fouled. Oh, 1 here in this top of the 4th inning. from chilly Grayson County High School. Cup of chili would be pretty good. Fly ball center field. Haycraft, long run, got it! Nice play made by Elizabeth Haycraft on the long run. You got to be a ball hawk to play center field. Haycraft had to go a long way, but was able to grab it for the first down of the inning. To me, that first down is just as important as any of the other ones. Connor 0 for 1. She's walked and reached on an error. And that first pitch is a ball. Says our home plate umpire. Missing low. That one was. First one, I don't know, but as I always say, it's not like I get to make that decision. 2-0, misses inside, and Bowman's falling behind in the count here. 3 balls and no strikes. I like it, everybody. I've seen a couple of parents over to our left and to our right who have left and come back with like an extra layer from their vehicle. 4-pitch walk to Connor. And it'll be Ashley Howard, the left fielder. She had an infield fly and a ground out in this game. And actually, it will not be Ashley Howard. Instead, it is going to be a pinch hitter.
Now batting for Owensboro, number 6, Barksdale.
It'll be Irish Barksdale, the left fielder. The 8th grader, her first career plate appearance. Pitch coming from Bowman to Barksdale, swing and a miss. Tell you, I like that from the 8th grader, though. She gets put into the game, and she says, you know what, I'm going to swing. You sometimes get up there with an 8th grader making their first career plate appearance. They'll go and they'll start shaking, and they don't know, like, they don't swing. There's another swing, and it's fouled off behind the dish, but I think if you're Quincy Mormon, that's what you want to see. You can't hit the ball if you don't swing. Well, technically, I guess it can hit on the backside. Technically, there is a physical possibility, but more likely it's not going to happen. Fly ball, right side, long run, Lacefield, it's going to drop. Gets by Lacefield, rounding and going into second, and getting in there is going to be Barksdale. It hugged the line all the way down.
Now batting number 14.
There's runners now on second and third with 1 down. Burden, 1 for 1, walked and singled. Fly ball left field. Harrington has it read, and it's going to go over her head. Goes all the way to the ball. Run 1 will score. Here comes Barksdale. She'll round. She will score, and it's 13-5 on the double by Casey Burden.
Courtesy runner for Owensboro, number 3, All Good.
All Good goes back in to run down at second.
Number 10, Reese
Boswell's gone right back up the middle twice today for 2 hits. She's 2 for 2 in the game at the 9-hole. And she goes right back up the middle again, and it's going to drop. They're going to hold All Good at third. Nice throw in. No one's covering first, allowing for All Good to trot in.
Now batting for Owensboro, number 1, Addison.
Some runners on the corners. 1 down, top of the 4th. Hill 1 for 2. Sacrificed in her last plate appearance. There's a called strike. She's also reached on an error and doubled. That double was the first pitch she saw in this game. It was a sign of things to come of the offense here today. Right back up the middle. It's going to through. Gets that plate all good. On first, second now with one down, and it's 14-5 Owensboro. Well, another pinch hitter. It is going to be Haley Sykes. She was 0 for 1 last year as a 7th grader hitting.
Number 16, Sykes.
I give Sykes credit too. She might be the only player in doing a quick scan that's not wearing like any Under Armour compression. Like, she's going short sleeves. I respect it. First pitch she sees, ground ball off the glove of Jones, and it is going to be no play. Bases loaded. That's one that I classify as a hit. That's a tough play. Going down, I'm not sure even if she would have recovered, she'd have been able to throw Sykes out. She'd have dived to her left. And the bases loaded with one down for Ellie Embry. 1 for 3. Has singled in her last plate appearance. 14-5. Owensboro leads Grayson County. And fouled off the knob of the bat there. Nowhere to put. Embry with the bases loaded. Swing and a miss high. If you're Bowman, that's what you want to see from a hitter. I go right back to it. You know, go back to the high pitch. She just swung out of her shoes at a pitch at her eyes. See if she'll do it again. Get your easy out. Fouled. Quincy Moorman that time down at third was able to get out of the way of that. He wore one on his, I'm not sure if it was quite his hip or more of his rib cage earlier. Bases loaded. One down. 3 have already crossed the plate. It's popped up. Hits off the top of the net, bounces right back down. I always wish sometimes you could make like one game. I know in banana ball, you know, Savannah Bananas, you can play the ball off the net, and if you catch it off the net, it's an out. Now that one, I don't know that necessarily should be, because if the net wasn't there, as that one's popped off right side, Franklin can't make the play. So it was right down the first base line, and it was hugging the wall. That's a tough play for Hannah Franklin to make. We'll do it again. Boswell on third, Hill on second, Sykes on first. Bowman in the circle, fouled off behind the plate. Luckily, our director, Trey Cook, he was looking down, because I think I might have had to send him to the restroom if that was the case after his brother last year on a very similar pitch there. I thought he had a heart attack. Thank goodness for the net. 0-2, popped straight up in the infield. Going back, they're going to call infield fly. They did rule that an infield fly. The runners do advance, but they have 2 runners standing on second, and they're just going to allow the runner to stay. And I think this is going to be an out because both runners were on second. They're going to have to talk this. Now the runner's going to advance. Now they're out. 2 runners were standing on second. A weird play. I do believe the run will count here at home. So it's an infield fly. And I don't know. Maybe I thought I did see. I don't know. It's the end of the inning. Grayson County trails 15-5. We head to the bottom of the 4th. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family, close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where it is 15-5 as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Weird play there to end that inning. Home plate umpire called it a infield fly and turns everything into a force. The run did cross, so it is 15-5. So it does not count. Okay.
Okay, because those are force outs. Those are force plays. So that last run does not count.
And that's what I thought. So it should only be 14-5. So it is a pop fly double play. So it's a double play. I'm just going to score it as a double play. There we go. We're out of it. So Quincy Moorman wanting, or the Owensboro coaching staff now is wanting an explanation here. So it's 14-5 right now. You're seeing one of our umpires, Rob Trantham. Our home plate umpire did rule it as an infield fly. Now the umpires are having a conference that you can see right there as it is. Right now we believe that they have changed it now to 14-5. Is it? They're going to have to talk this over. Rob Trantham, our field umpire today, one of the best. He was one of the region tournament umpires. And now our home plate umpire is going to talk to Penny Reese. And Rob Trantham is going to talk to Quincy Moorman. Appreciate everyone for taking the time to tune in to this evening's broadcast. Well, now what are we doing? So I think an infield fly, I believe, is an automatic dead ball. So I guess what they're doing is, since it's an infield fly, they're going to send everyone back out. Or I don't know. We're going to talk this over. Penny Reese is now talking with our umpires. And Grayson County, we're going to take a break and we're going to figure it out. Come back after this. This is Lady Cougar Softball on K105.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family, close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
Okay. It is now 15-5 Owensboro. We're back to the top of the 4th inning now. There's runners on first and second for Owensboro. And the runner crosses the plate. Be honest, I like to consider myself, that was a weird play. But we're back. Reinberger is the hitter. So it's the top of the 4th inning. There are 2 down, runners on first and second for Owensboro. It is 15-5. We've got it figured out. Outside, ball 2. So it's 2 balls, no strikes. Hill is the runner at second. Sykes is the runner at first. Boswell did score on the infield fly. There's a fly ball hit back at a deep left field. Harrington, not a great read on it. Goes well over her head. Hill will score. Rounding and coming in to score is Sykes, and it is 17-5. So a double plates 2.
Now batting number 8, Hesse Johnson.
Hesse Johnson will now come in at 17-5 Owensboro. Penny Reese not happy in the dugout, and bring a ball low. That is a weird play. I said I got to go start reading the rule book on how it should have been. They might have done it properly. I don't know. Interesting, to say the least. Another fly ball. Harrington in left field. She's got this one, and it's over her head. She can't read it. It's going to go all the way down. It'll drop. Going into second base in the double is Hesse Johnson, and it is 18-5. Owensboro on top. I think Penny Reese is going into the dugout. That might be a substitution. And it is. It'll be Ansley Schartzer will come into the game in left field instead of Harrington.
Now batting for Owensboro, number 13, Emmy Connor.
So Schartzer is now in left field for Grayson County. It'll be Emmy Connor. 18-5 Owensboro. Pitch misses ball. Foul. So it's the top of the 4th inning, 18-5 Owensboro. They have scored now 7 runs in this inning. 18 runs on 14 hits and 1 error. Grayson County has 5 runs on 7 hits and 5 errors in this game. Ball misses high from Peyton Bowman. Popped up, out of play, heads up Owensboro fans, and they're fine. Remember that there was a very sad situation in one of the regional tournament games we had earlier this year, or last year, where there was a Dr. Pepper that got knocked over by a foul ball. And if you know me and my love of Dr. Pepper, I almost had to put the headset down and take a moment. Ball goes off the glove of Chambers behind the dish. Johnson will advance to third on the pitch. 3-2 now, 2 down. Top of the 4th inning, runner Johnson stands, and that misses low. And we're going to see here, I think we're going to have a re-entrance into the game.
Now batting for Owensboro, number 11, Ashley Howard.
Ashley Howard will re-enter now. Runners on the corners. Swing and a miss. Defensive indifference will allow the runner Connor to advance to second. Grayson County will have 1, 2, 3 to lead off the fourth inning. If we get there. Ball misses high. It's been a weird game here. Swing and a miss. Takes something off of it and fools Howard. Howard 0 for 2. Had an infield fly and a ground out. We've had a lot of infield flies today. It's not something you necessarily see that often. 1-2. Foul. Coming with the 1-2 again. Swing and a miss, and that is the inning. Owensboro scores 7 runs. We head to the bottom of the fourth. It is 18-5 Owensboro. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-8338-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available to get you the help you need.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. It's 18-5. We now head to the bottom of the fourth inning here. For real this time. I do like our public address announcer Alan Dotson just in the just a few moments ago said, you know, you can visit the concession stand. They got nice food. They also have cold drinks. And considering that it is my watch is 52, I'm going to say it is chillier than that. The wind has died down though. In fact, looking out at our flag in center field, which was whipping to open up, I'm not even sure it's moving. If anything at all, it's just very lightly breezing, and that might help at least somewhat.
First base,
yeah, 48 degrees probably right now. I'm sure that I saw a couple of fans with some hot chocolate. I'm sure they're making great money off that today. Franklin grounds one to the shortstop Connor, who throws on low throw. Nice pick by Johnson. And that is the first out here in this fourth inning of play. Go 6-3 on the putout. Bree Jones will come in. Jones 2 for 2 today. Bunt single and a ground ball to the left fielder. Bree also was hit by a ball in the field on the knee as a base runner. Coming off the bat of Ansley Schertzer. Right up the middle, base hit, 3 for 3 for Bree Jones. And she is still not running very well at all. And they're going to pinch run, and you can tell. I know Bree, she does not want to come out of the game at all, but Penny Reese saw the way she was running down the line, and she just can't move very well at all. Bella Kate Nelson going to come out. I mean, she's not putting really any weight at all on that knee. She took a ball off the bat of Ansley Schertzer. She was running. Kinsley Chambers has popped out twice today. Ground ball foul. So Bella Kate Nelson has come into the game down at first, and we'll try to keep you updated on Bree's condition. I know Trainer Scott is here, so he might be checking out that knee right now. And I mean, it doesn't help that it is in the 40s. That makes it, and that will be, no, not our first kickoff pasture shot, as it bounces off some trees and doesn't go quite in there. But it just makes that ball, not that it would have felt good if it was 85, but when it's 45, it just makes it feel even worse. That muscle tightens up. And that had to have hurt. 0-2 outside. Bella Kate Nelson, one of the few 7th graders on this team. There's 2 of them, along with Leah Helvey. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Chambers goes down on strikes, took something off of it. Backside, they try a pickoff move. Nelson was able to get in there ahead of the tag. It'll be Ansley Schartzer who had a fielder's choice and popped out. Really, it was a hit in that last plate appearance. I got to go back and this being the first game, I'm a little rusty on my official baseball scoring, but I believe that her hit where it hit Bree Jones does go down as a fielder's choice. So she doesn't technically get a hit, and one that she absolutely ripped, and she puts that one up the middle. No one's going to catch that one. In fact, it's going to bounce off the glove of the center fielder Hill and go all the way to the wall. Rounding and coming in to score is Nelson from first. Ansley Schartzer knocks in the run, and it is 18-6. So Nelson comes around to score on the error by Hill. It'll be Elizabeth Haycraft now. She singled to left and singled to center. Elizabeth's having a really good start to this year. She's a great athlete. Her brother Matthew was as well as a soccer player. Elizabeth also plays soccer just up behind us and to our left. Ball goes high. So it's 2 balls, no strikes to Elizabeth Haycraft from Reinberger. Reinberger's line right now, 3 2/3, 9 hits, 6 runs, only 1 earned, a walk, and a pair of strikeouts. Takes that one outside. Haycraft tries to extend on it, couldn't quite catch up to it. Lady Cougar scored 5 runs in that first inning. I've gone a little quiet since that point. The 2-1. Outside again, she goes back to that same pitch. Luckily, Haycraft able to hold back. Schartzer stands down at second. Peyton Bowman stands in the on-deck circle. Ball misses low, and Haycraft works a walk. She didn't know it, and home plate umpire said, that's ball 4. Go on. I like that. That's a hitter. She don't want to reach base via a walk. She wants to put the ball in play.
Now batting for Grayson County, shortstop
Peyton Bowman.
Peyton Bowman
has reached on an error and flew out to right here in this game. Outside, ball 1. Runners on first and second. It is 18-6. The 1-0 to Bowman is fouled off. There was just a discrepancy. The scoreboard has 1 out. There are 2, though. Not that I'm anything close to official, but our director, Trey Cook, is, and he had 2 outs. And he is the official scorer. You didn't know that. He didn't know that. He just found out. 1-1 coming to Peyton Bowman. Called strike on the outside corner. Alexander stands in the on-deck circle should we get the chance to get there. 1-2 coming to Bowman. Misses outside, evening us up here 2-2. (18-6) is the Owensboro lead. Pitch up the middle, off the glove of the pitcher, Reinberger. She recovers, throws to third, out. Just beats Ansley Schartzer, and that is the inning. Lady Cougar Stratton, they get one more run. We head to the fifth. It's 18-6. This is Lady Cougar softball. On
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. Score update to bring you. Cougar baseball team leads Hart County 8-2. Bottom of the sixth inning from Don Lee Field. Owensboro leads Grayson 18-6 here in the top half of this fifth inning of play. It'll be Casey Burden to lead off for Owensboro. Peyton Bowman back in for her second full inning of work. Although it feels like she's pitched more than one inning because she had the weird sequence where she left the field and then had to come back out after an overturn in the field.
Now batting for Owensboro, number 14, Casey Burden.
Casey Burden, 2 for 2, walked, doubled, and singled. Swings and misses at the first pitch from Bowman. Bowman spins the ball on her right hip. Delivers the 0-1. Ground ball to the third baseman, Jones, who's back in the game. She throws across. You can tell that Bree is just not right on that throw. She didn't have the same level of,
Now batting,
I guess really the way to describe it is oomph
Boswell.
after being hit earlier in the game. But knowing her, I mean, you can tell just her walking right now. It is very gingerly down there at third, but she's a gamer. You're not going to take her out of the game very easily at all. Ground ball right back up the middle. It's a slow one, feeding the worms. But plates through for a base hit up the middle. Lineup flips back over to Addison Hill.
Number 1, Addison Hill.
Hill 2 for 3 in the game. Singled on a line drive in her last plate appearance, and the first pitch misses for ball 1. Line drive into left center field. Picked up by Haycraft right before the wall. Digging for third. Good throw by Haycraft. But just in there is Boswell. Haycraft showing off an arm thrown from just below the paw there in left center field. She threw a dart to Bree Jones. But Boswell was able to scurry in there ahead of the tag.
Number 2, Sophie Mormon.
Sophie Moorman re-enters the game. 0 for 2. Sacrifice fly also. Pop straight up right side. Long run for the second baseman, Alexander, and she can't make the play. That's really been a difference in this game is Lady Cougars have missed a lot of plays really in that same neck of the woods where on a foul ball they haven't been able to read it perfectly. And Owensboro's made a couple of those plays. And I know you say it's 18-6, Sam, that a couple of foul balls aren't the difference in there, but that extends innings and extended some of those where, Owensboro in the second scored 9, and in the seventh they scored 7 in the fourth. Straight up into the infield again. Chambers can't get it. It's going to drop. Coming in and trying to score is Boswell. They got her in a pickle. Jones has it. They're going to now fake the throw, tagging the runner. Now another runner is trying to advance, but they're going to chase back now to second. They work the pickle.
Now batting for Owensboro, number 20, Ellie Embry.
So Hill remains at second. 2 down now. It's a ball up high. To Ellie Embry. 1 for 4. She was the one who had the weird infield fly. If you've been watching with us today, it's really the only way I've used way to describe it. I still not entirely sure what happened. I'm excited to go back and re-watch it to kind of see what did happen in that sequence, because a weird play. Sam Wormley here with you on the call. K105 crew. Foul ball is staying warm right now. Your camera operator is Eli Smith, and your director is Trey Cook. They're so locked in today that they made poor Eli's mom drive up and bring him some blankets. That's how locked in they are. They knew they needed the blankets to stay warm and stay locked in. Sadly, they didn't bring the broadcaster one. 2-1. Misses high. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 down, top of the 5th. 18-6, Owensboro leads. Bowman has his fault off. The count will go full. Runners will be off and moving on the pitch. Embry fouls it again behind the dish. And we will do it again. Three-2 coming from Bowman. Embry swings and pops it straight up again. It's into the air. Having it read is Chambers, and she can't make the play. Foul ball. She was having to judge that net. And it might have hit the net. The net is moving just ever so slight, which would have blown the play dead regardless. But again, that's probably, 5 or 6 plays in foul territory today that the Lady Cougars probably should have made and have not. If anything, you make half of those. 3-2. Fly ball, deep left field. Looking up is Schartzer. That's a home run. 3-run jack for Embry. And Owensboro now jumps in front. They lead 21-6. Embry had 4 of them last year. She gets her first of this season.
Now batting for Owensboro, number 17, Alyssa Reinberger.
Reinberger to pitch. Ball misses high. I see here riding in is Eli Cook, our director and my partner during basketball season, Stephen Smith, said that I'm not getting my own blanket. She's not leaving the couch, and I don't blame her. I don't need one. As there's a pop straight up in the infield, caught by the shortstop Higdon to end the inning. The Lady Cougars need at least 6 if we want to play into the 6th inning. We head to the bottom of 5. It's 21-6. Owensboro on top. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-833-8-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available to get you the help you need.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. Lady Cougars need at least 6. If we want to play more, it'll be the bottom of the order. Alexander, Lacefield, Harrington to hit. And we do a final score now. Cougar baseball team has defeated Hart County 8-4. I believe that is the final score happening there. At least it appeared that it went final. Maybe not. We'll have to see as it goes along here and bring you that official final score. It is final, 8-4. Cougars pick that up. So the Cougars are now 2-0.
Leading off for Grayson County in the bottom of the 5th inning, second baseman number 8, J.C. Alexander.
First pitch, caught by the shortstop Connor. Little pop out. It'll be Layla Lacefield scheduled to hit, and she will step into the box. Lacefield 0 for 1. She struck out and walked in her 2 plate appearances today. There's a JV game happening later on. Swing and a miss from Lacefield. Invite you to stay tuned in for our post-game show, run down the stats from this game, and let you know we won't be back until next week. Scheduled against Meade County, the Cougar baseball team will be with them for the first time next Friday. We're not with the Lady Cougars again until after spring break. Just the way the schedule lined up. Line drive caught by the shortstop Connor, and the Lady Cougars are down to their final out. It will be a pinch hitter. 2 for Grayson County.
Now batting for Grayson County, number 15,
Maddie Helm will hit, getting her first plate appearance of the season. First pitch is low to Helm, the sophomore. Reinberger trying to finish what she started. Lady Cougar scored 5 in that first inning, and you thought it was going to be an offensive explosion, but Reinberger's really settled in and thrown the ball very well in the circle. (2-0) to Helm is fouled off the top of the dugout. And it's 2-1. It's Owensboro on top of Grayson County, 21-6. Lady Devils 9 in the second, 2 in the third, 7 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth. Two-one coming to Maddie Helm. Little dribbler right in front to Reinberger. She'll throw on, and that is the ball game. Owensboro defeats Grayson County by a final score of 21-6. We'll come back, wrap it up after this. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-833-8-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available to get you the help you need.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future design company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at sohd.info.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family, close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at sohd.info.
Lady Cougars fall today to Owensboro by a final score of 21-6. Sure was Reinberger. 5 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. For Grayson County, the loss is sounded to Bree Jones. She went 1 2/3, 4 hits, 7 runs, 2 earned, and 2 walks. The RBI totals for Owensboro was 4 each, or for Burden, Johnson, and Embry. Embry and Johnson both go long ball in this game. For Grayson County, a pair of RBIs for J.C. Alexander and for Carly Harrington to lead there. So Lady Cougars fall to 2-3 on the season. They'll now turn their attention towards a home matchup on Thursday against Bowling Green. It'll be a 6 o'clock start time here from Grayson County High School, and then they'll play a pair of games at Barron County on Saturday. We'll be back with this team again, I believe it's April the 9th against Warren Central. Is next week almost entirely on the road, and then they're heading to, it's spring break. I know our crew might be doing stuff like that. We don't usually work on spring break, so because of that, we'll be back with them after that. We'll be with them a lot throughout the month of April and May. So Grayson County falls Grayson final score 21-6. Owensboro. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work. Your camera operator was Eli Smith, and your director was Trey Cook. So tonight with the Lady Cougars fall 21-6 to move to 2-3 in the season. This is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.